All right, good morning, everyone. This is Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. Today is May 25th, and we plan to work on some kicking drills to work out the details of all the kicks that we do, and then go through Heian Shodan through Bassai Dai several times. And then we'll finish off with some deeper stretching and trying to get a little bit more flexible with what we've been doing. So, all right, so let's get started. And about us. All right, jogging in place. Jumping jacks. Change your arms. Change your feet. Change your arms again. Good, hips around. Switch. Arms around. Switch. Front back. Elbows up. Up and over. And switch. Up and back. And just a small turn. And the other way. All right, knees up. Out to the side. Ankles up. Good. Easy kicks to the front. Okay, side snaps. And some back kicks. Good. Left leg front. All right, front leg, back leg. Hitch. Knee. On, pick the foot up, all one piece. Feet. Go. Switch feet. Hitch. Knee. On. Feet. Go. Good. All right, let's roll the shoulders forward, backwards. Go along this way. Okay, stretch. Turn the back foot out, stretch going forward. And let's switch the other direction. Same thing. One more. And other way. Okay, legs wide, just bend at the waist. Hands down to the floor. And pulse it. I'll take turns bending and straightening each of the legs. Over to the right. Pulse it down. Over to the left. Back to center again. And roll it up. High long stance this way. Open and close the hips. Extend. And straighten. Switch. Open and close the hips. Extend. Go longer. And straighten the front leg. And back up. Small circles. Switch. Palms forward. Switch. Palms up. Switch. Palms to the back. Thumbs down. Switch. Fingers to the back. Thumbs still down. Switch. And just take it another button. Arm across. On your back. And then your hip. And switch. On your back. And on your hip. The elbows tight. Arms straight forward. And I want you to open your back up. Or tighten your back. Sorry, open your chest up. And back in again. Again. One more. Again. Good. Now, arms hanging like a scarecrow. Rotate up, leaving the elbows. Rotate back down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shoulders again. And back. Okay, straighten your gi. And you can you get a chair or something you can hold for balance? Forgot to mention that today. I'll give you a minute to go do that so we can work on some of the details of the kicks today without having to worry about the balance part of it. Miho, you gonna use a chair or not? Oh, you're gonna use a wall. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Let's see. Everybody got something? All right, Mike, I see it. All right, good. All right, so let's get going with some my Getty work. Okay. All right, so let's put our left leg forward, have the chair on the left side. So what I want you to do is just practice the lift off. Watch my back foot. I don't want to come up and peel like this and then leave the foot down like that. So I want to be able to pick this thing up as in one piece as possible. There's going to be a little bit of peel up, but I want to pull that ankle up nice and tight when I lift it. So you see my foot is slightly up relative to the chair here. Okay, so let's work on just lifting the knee. All right, and having the foot pointing up, pull the toes back as well. Itch and back. Knee, back, sun, back. Notice my foot, my knee, and the target down the center are all in the same plane. Keep. Go. Itch. Tichi. Touch. 2, 2. All right, so that time I brought my knee to the center and then lifted as I pulled it in. So notice it went here and then up. There's also another way to do this that actually has just a little bit of a mashigiri look to it, and the kick kind of comes up at a slight angle. So you notice you've got some width here. I'm going to close that width when I get to the end of the travel of the foot. Okay, so I want to come in from the side here this way. So I'm going to squeeze it all together when I get my knee to the center. 1. Let's do that version. 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of like that one myself as an alternative. I think it feels like it kind of gives me a little bit of a how to get in a little bit from this elbow, but without really having to bring that knee way inside. Okay, so let's do a full my Getty, but I want you to work on pointing the ball of the foot and still keeping the toes back. Okay, so when you lift it up, you got to be square the world for the foot, and then you got to extend it and then bring it back. Okay, ready? So let's do the bring the knee into the center and then go out and extend it. It's slow, come back quick. Knee, slow, come back quick. And if you can, underneath, come back to neutral. Underneath, come back to neutral. So on the kicking part of it, slow, come back to neutral. Okay, ready? Itch. Slow, come back to neutral. Don't lean back a lot though. Knee. Done. All right, so now let's lift from the outside to in. Itch. Knee. Done. Still, the foot ends up at the center. Go. All right, now all one count. Nice and smooth. Try and bring the hip involved, get the pendulum action going. And let's do 5 down the center and then 5 off to the side. Ready. Itch. Knee. Point the ball of foot. On. And then bring it flat again. She. Go. Now off from the side. Itch. Knee. On. She. Go. Hey. Good. Switch feet. All right. Just knee lifts. Bringing the foot parallel to the floor. Itch. And back. Leave your left arm up. Knee. And back. Done. See. Go. Good. All right. Now lift from the side. I'm going to take the spotlight off so you guys can see yourselves doing it for a later date. Ready? So off from the side. Bring it all into the center from the outside. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. E. And go. Okay, try not to have a death grip on your chair too, just very light, or if you're using the wall, just light touch so that you only use it when you need it, okay? Kind of reminds me when I had my hip surgery, I would carry my walker with me just in case, but I wouldn't need to put it down just to walk. All right, so now let's pick it up and do the slow ball of the foot kick, getting the toes pulled back, the ankle pushed forward. Now lifting through the center this time. Itch. Knee. Un. E. Go. Good. Now lifting from the outside slightly on the angle. Itch. Knee. Un. E. Go. Good. Now on one count. Let's try and do it without the chair or without the sidewall. Nice down the middle. Kick. Good speed. Ready? Itch. Knee out, hip. Bring the hip back. On. She. Go. Right. Good. Now from the outside. Itch. Knee. On. She. Go. Right. All right. Good. So one thing too is when you're doing the pullback and you're setting it down, you got to drop into the base leg. So from here, I'm going to be extended, but then I need to sit back down into this leg so that the angle comes this way rather than falling back this way. Okay, I need to set into it so that I have my pressure forward as soon as I land instead of being back here like this. Okay. All right, so let's do Mashige this time. Okay, let's go back with left side holding the chair or the wall and right leg kicking. All right, so this one here, the Mashige, if you notice, this knee comes on a straight line to where I want to be, tipped over. I know we talk about tipping it way back here, so you build this muscle back here. So let's do that for a couple of these to kind of engage that muscle and go find it. But the actual kick is somewhere in between. It comes up this way from down here, knee down here to knee up here. And it's not lift, pivot, and kick, but it's pivot and lift all in one motion so that my leg is ready to go as I'm bringing it forward. I'm using that pivot to help me with the lift as well. Okay, so let's just do the lift in the back to find that obliques and lower back muscles. Ready? So just lifting it, leaving the knee out to the side. Itch and back. Knee. Sun. You also have the side muscles of the hip joint too. Feet. Go. Okay, now we're going to do that lift and go forward together, and the angle that's going to come forward. And I want you to check your knee to foot angle. Okay, if the foot's down too low, then that kick is going too steep. If the tip is too high, that actually can be a pretty nice kick, kicking down into your opponent. I can't do it. I know Jerry Marone used to do that all the time. If he ever kicked you in the belly, you would resist a lot of that energy with your legs, and all that energy would go into your body. All right, so let's lift it and go to the center. No kick yet. Itch. Okay, get that knee at least to even with your front knee. Done. Notice my hand stays facing forward. Don't let this hand drop in or end up releasing here in the shoulders. Okay, not like this or not like this. Okay, Sun, G, go. Good. And the pivot, I pivot on the ball of the foot normally. I pivot as I'm kicking. Don't do this. If you got a bad knee, I get it. You might have to pick it up and move it to start with. But if you don't have a bad knee, I would say release the heel up a little bit and let this pivot as you lift. All right, so now let's add the kick, but let's add the kick slowly. Ready? Itch, knee, itch, knee, and then pivot back. Itch, knee. Sorry, I kicked all the way. Itch, knee. One more. Itch, knee. All right, let's let go of the chair. See if we can get a nice mashigiri. We're going to land forward on this one. Ready? Itch, and back. Knee. Keep the hands facing forward. Sun. Knee. There you go. Hey. Good. Any questions on that one? I'm going to take the spotlight off. Let's see you guys do it. Same thing. Same thing. Left leg forward. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Un. She. All right, let's land forward. And one thing I wanted to, that I forgot to mention is that after you're done kicking, you got to get that hip tipped back to neutral. Okay, here's neutral hip. Okay, like you're doing a front snap kick, right? My ashigiri hip is tipped over, right? So from here, when I pull this leg back, okay, so I pull back from the groin area, I pull back with the hip down, and then I drop the foot all together. Now, if you wanted to break this down, you could in your personal time practice, 1, 2, and then put it down 3. but for just today, let's try and get it all smoothed out. 1, 2. Okay, so it's all, the foot's already coming down as I pull it back, and the hip drops and squares myself up to the target again. Okay, so let's do that Mashigiri again with the hip coming back to neutral as you're putting it down. All right, ready? And land, let's land forward, Mike, all right? Itch. Knee. Sun. She. And go. Face off. Good, switch legs. All right, same thing, just lifting on the side, engaging the side muscles in the obliques and the lower back. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Sun. Notice I'm getting into my front knee here. I'm getting down into it. Feet. Keeping the hand forward. Go. All right, now just rotate the knee forward as you lift. Comes up on a slight diagonal, and point the knee toward the target, maybe a little bit past the target to your right. Ready, hitch, and back. Okay, Mike, if you got any more hip tip on that, that would be good. If not, that's okay. I get it. Everybody's got their own flexibility. Knee. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Sun. And back. Sheet. Back. Go. Hey. And back. Now the Mashigiri all the way through. Kind of slow though. Add the slow kicking part of it. And then let's land forward, and we'll work the hip going back to neutral as you bring it down and retract the foot. Itch. Slow. Bring it back and down. So land forward, okay? Itch. Slow and bring it back down. Itch. Quick. Slow. And change the hip back to neutral. Itch. And bring it back to neutral. One more. Itch. Kick. Slow. Bring it back to neutral. All right, let's give up the chair. Nice, quick Mashigiri. Okay, as you tip that hip over, then you got to bring it back to neutral as you're bringing the foot back. Also be aware of your hands. Okay, one of the things that I'll have folks do is point with their index finger toward some imaginary opponent in front, or maybe even a window blind or a corner of a room. Okay, really paying attention to eyes looking that way and laser beams coming out of the end of your fingers pointing at that target. Okay, you could do this in the dark, maybe with some flashlights, right? See where the beam of the flashlight ends up as you're, is it moving around? Okay, all right, ready, here we go, Mashigiri. Nice and smooth. Hitch. And back. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. Chi. Back. Go. Heads up. All right, good. All right, any questions on that? Any of the details that we've been working on? Typical mistake for folks is they just don't get that hip tipped over far enough, and it ends up like this. Okay, a lot of people can tip that hip over. They just got to bend more. Okay, I think most of us can actually point the knee downward with the hip turned as much as possible. And notice I'm starting to actually face rearward if I want that hip to go, or that knee to go downward. I don't suggest you do that. Some people have a lot more flexible hips. But if you wanted to have that knee actually go downward, you just got to turn the hip more. Okay, because let's just say I had my hip turned all the way to the back. Notice where my hip is already turned. It's like the knees would be facing downward. Okay, so it's just a matter of turning that hip more to allow the hip to get tipped over. All right, let's go back to left side. Now Yoko Kikomi. So this one, the path doesn't come from outside. It goes up the middle like a maigiri, okay? And then the knee and the hip turn to your left here. And I'm pointing my buttocks, and my knee is slightly rearward, angled from the ankle. Then I push out, and then I do the same thing where I get that hip back to neutral, okay? Now, a couple of different ways to do it. If you've got good flexibility and good control of the path of your foot, the path of the foot can go just straight instead of coming over here to the side. See how this foot is to the side? But if you don't have control of the path, okay, you need to come here to deliver to the center, okay? Otherwise, if you do, you can go right straight line with the ankle down the center, okay? Down the center. So that foot stays inside and not over here to the right, or to my right or your left. Okay, so let's do it the little bit easier way to get the path correct. So let's bring it to the side first. So knee and ankle are directly above each other and off to your left side. Let's just bring it up. Itch and back. Okay, put the chair a little bit behind you a little bit. Knee and back. Picture, remember when we do, so we do that in, jite, yeah? So, gotta come all the way over here. Ready? Hitch. Back. Hitch. Back. And hitch. Back. Now let's go straight line, lift, just lift. Itch. So I didn't bring my knee as far that way, and I didn't bring my foot as far that way. Knee. Because at the end of all this, what I'm doing is I'm already getting the hip positioned over here in the first one. On the second version, I continue to roll that hip and twist it as I go inward. So the finishing of that kick happens in the second half of the kick. Itch. Itch. One more. Itch. All right, so first way again, and then we're gonna slowly kick, and then we're gonna land forward, getting our hip back to neutral. Itch, kick slow, and then roll it over, and back. Itch, slow, bring it back and down. Okay, so when you bring this back, this needs to come back from the groin and the hip flexor area, bringing this hip down as my leg comes back. All right, two more. Hitch. Knee. Hitch. Knee. All right, good. Now, straight down the line with the knee and the foot. It does come a little bit off center, but not squared up directly to the 90 degrees. Ready? So kick or lift fast, kick slow, and then pull back fast. Hitch. Okay, so as you kick that last part, your you're pivoting on the ball of the foot, you're extending your hip over the top and extending the leg. Knee. And again, remember that opposite hand pointing down the center. Hunt. Key. And go. Good. Now let's do all one count. I'll let you pick which way you feel you need to do, bringing the knee all the way over here or coming down the center. Okay, no grab. Let me go look at everybody. So I think most people are right-handed, right-legged. So it's probably your best side. Ready? Itch. Knee. Dan. E. The last one. Go. Hey. Good. Switch legs. Okay, same thing with the lift across the center line. Ready? Itch. Notice too, the ankle is picked up. Okay, and my hip is tipped, pointing the hip, and the foot is slightly in front of the knee on the angle. Done. Sorry, that's only knee. Done. E. Go. All right, now through the center now. Same thing, just lift and semi-tip. Itch. Knee. Done. Here's the other tidbit too, is my ankle and my hip are on the line to the target. The knee is on the outside of it. Okay. So when you pick it up, that knee is slightly inside this way. Ankle, hip are the two lines that I'm trying, or the line that I'm trying to make. Okay. All right. Now slow kicking, bring it all the way across and kick in. And then land forward. Again, on the pullback, drop the hip and get into your base knee. Itch. Slow, bring it back and down. Knee. Okay, check your foot position. I think if your foot is more upwards, that means you're not getting your hip tipped enough. So you got to go a little bit further that way with your hip, and try and turn your belt knot more to the back. I'm not saying all the way past center, but at least to center when you kick out to the side. Okay. If everybody face that way. Okay. If you just lifted your foot up like that, is your foot pointing up or is it pretty much straight to the side? Okay. Whatever that is, sometimes it's slightly out because of hip issues, but if it's slightly up, that's okay. Square 90 degrees to the ground or parallel to the ground is good. Okay, so that's kind of what your goal is on this lift and kick. Itch. One more. Itch. All right, now let's go center lift. Same thing, when you're at your end, that foot and hip need to be tipped over so that you get nice heel extension. And then we're going to land forward with our hip back as we pull the leg back. Itch. And back. Knee. Done. So see if you can feel the base leg pushing forward. G. Go. All right, good. Now move the chair off the side. Yoko Kikomi. All right, so I'll leave it to you which way you want to do. You want to bring the knee all the way over with the foot kind of angled forward, or you can come right down the center with the hip tip. Make sure that you get that hip tip back over to center so that everything's all square of the world, and watch your fingers or watch your hands which way they're going. Itch. knee, sun. Or Mike, try and get your hip to turn more as you, after the end of it. So you're here, right? Try and get this hip to quickly turn to get yourself more square to the front. Okay, a couple more. Hitch. That's it, Mike. Good. Knee. One more. Sun. All right, good. All right. Any questions on that Yoko Kikomi? All right, I think we're going to stop there and go into the katas that we are going to plan to work on. If you want to go get a quick drink and come right back, Ken. How many kata we got? 5, 8, 9. And go ahead and put your chair away. Don't need that. All right, let's get started. Where's the line? There it is. Okay. All right, Heian Shodan. I'm up. Yo. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shigo. Itch. Hachiku. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Itch. Hatch. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Emma. What's all right, let's do it opposite direction now. Same kata. Okay, so we're going to go off to the right. Itch, knee, sun, shigo, itch, hachiku, itch, knee, sun, shi, go, hitch hutch, itch, knee, sun, shi, Emba. All right, so just a couple things while you're going through the kata. Okay, all of your blocks, try and get the elbow to center when you're making the down block. Uchiuke, the gate or I'm sorry, the Agiyuki comes up this way for the push. Okay, so try, and even the Shuto block, bring that elbow to the center. Also, when moving forward from back stance or front stance, the first move is going to be push off the back, but in an effort to get onto your base leg so you can really drive fast. Okay, so be careful. Folks tend to get into a comfortable rhythm, we'll call it, and tend to move a little slower than they normally would in a real fight. So you really got to train that your mind to really try and push your feet to go faster. Okay, let's go hand, let's just the regular way. It's neat, punchy. It's neat, punchy. Go. All right, now we're in a back stance. We're going to really push into this front knee. It's knee, sun, it's Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook hitch. Hitch. Knee sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hotch. Hey. Anyway. All right, one more time. Opposite direction. Hand knee on opposite direction. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Hey. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook hitch. Hitch. Knee sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hotch. All right. Anyway. And bow. All right, good. Any questions, comments so far? Staying with me? All right, good. All right, hands on. We'll take a short break when we get to finish hand going on. All right. Hands on normal way. Hitch. Knees on. Hitch. Knees on. Shi. Go. Rook hitch. Hey. Hitch. All right. This time we're stepping out with our right leg, correct? Next time we'll be going out with our left. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Hey. Gimme. Well, all right, hands on down. Opposite direction. Hitch. Knees on. Hitch. Knees on. Shi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hey. Hitch. Bring your right leg in. Now step out with the left. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Rook. Bring your right leg or left leg in. Pivot. 1, 2. Right. I am it. And bow. Push. Okay, so hand sandans where it starts to get a little dicey in some places, doing the opposite direction. Okay. All right, hand yonda. Plus. Ayo. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Hitch hutch. Kuju. Ape. Hitch. Knee san shi. Hitch. Knee san shi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hitch knee. Ape. Hitch. Ape. Gimme. And bow. Close. All right, opposite direction. Close. Oi. Hitch. Knee. San, Jujuki. Shi, Marotuke. Hitch. Knee. Drop the right. Raise the left. Hitch. Knee and sun. Yay. Unwind it. Hitch. Hitch. Knee sun. Hitch. Knee san shi. Go Marotuke. Hitch. Hitch. Knee reach. Right. Hitch. Yummy. And bow. Good. All right, one more hand, kata, hand, gold on, and then we'll move into the tekkis. All right, here we go. Hand, gold on. Itch knee. On. Itch knee. On. Feet. Go. Rook hitch hot. Right. Itch. Knee. On. Shigo. Rook. Itch. Itch knee. On. Shigo. Hey. Yummy. And about. Let's. All right, opposite direction. And go on. Let's. To the right start. Itch knee. On. Shigo. Rook. Marotiuki itch. Jujuki knee. On. Jujuki high. Down to wind it. Hammer fist and lunge punch. Itch. Gate umberai. Itch. Tate shito. Itch. Knee. On. Shi. Jumping. Left behind. Marotiuki. Itch. Knee. On. Yummy. And about. Okay. How'd y'all do? All right. A little so-so, Mike. Yeah, hand going on, it starts to get a little dicey with the change in legs and so on, but still works. So if you're finding you're struggling a little bit, maybe do that a few times the opposite direction. Okay. All right. If you need a drink of water, go ahead and get one, and then we'll move into Tekki. All right, let's go. All right, normal way. So you can see my feet. Okay, I'm in your mirror. Let's. Okay. Oi. Itch. Knees hot. Here you go. Hook. Itch. Hutch. Shoot. Itch. Knee. Punchy. Hey. Itch. Knees hot. Here you go. Hook. Itch. Hutch. Shoot. Itch. Knee. Punchy. Hey. And come back. Well. All right. Let's go opposite direction. Let's go. Itch. Knees hot. Here you go. Hook. Itch. Itch. Knee. Punchy. Hey. Itch. Nissan Shigo. Itch. Itch Nissan. Itch. Knee. Punchy. Hey. Yummy. Emma. Boss. All right. Tekki knee down. Normal way. Let's. Ayo. Itch. Knee. Sanshi. Itch. Knee. Sanshi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hot. Two. Itch. Knee. San. Hey. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Hook. Hitch. Hutch. Hey. Anyway. All right, here's your challenge to go the opposite direction. Okay. Well, go. Itch. knee, itch, knee, on, she, go, rook, itch, hutch, two, eight, itch, knee, sun, she, oh, rook, itch, eight, yummy, and boss. Any questions on Tekki Nidan? All good? All right. Tekki Sandan. Boss. Okay, stepping out to the right. Uchuki itch. Split knee. San smash. He go rook hit. Itch. Knee. San. He split and go. Eight. Step across. Smash. Punch and pull. Itch. Push in. Knee. San. He tate shito. Hook punch. Itch. Knee. Split and finish. Eight. Yummy. All right. Hopefully you were paying attention, because now we're going to do it opposite direction. Let's. Okay, so this time you're going to step out with your right. I'm sorry, step out with your left and do an uchi-uki with your right. Itch, knee, san, chi, go, rook, itch, split, and right, step across, itch, knee, san, chi, go, raw, itch, hutch, split, coup, tenju, right? Yummy. All right, nicely done. Mike, you all right?
Sensei Jerry, he took all three techies in the past and put them all together, so it was a continuous kata.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was
All
kind
right.
of interesting, just interesting.
Yeah. Now, does he have you come up to a kamai or a yame and then just go, or
Yes.
just go from the last one, from the last move here and then step across, go to the nidan, and then go to the sanda?
I think something like that. I'm trying to. He's done it a couple times. I mean, it's not every week.
Yeah. Well, tell you what. Next time you see him, ask him or have him remind you whether he had you come into yame or if you just continued from the last move of the previous kata.
Okay, I'll ask him. Okay. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, Bassai Dai. Regular direction. Us. And yoi, kamai. Okay, so we're going to start with the right on this one. On the next one, we'll start with the left. Here we go. Itch. Knee-san. Jigo. Rook. Hitch hutch. Two. Itch knee. Sanshi. Go. Rook. Hitch hutch. Two. Ape. Knee. San. Jigo. Rook. Itch all the way up. Itch. Knee. San. Jigo. Rook. Hitch hutch. Two. Itch. Knee. Sanshi. Go rook. Hitch. Sun. Eight. Yummy. Emma. All right. Last brain teaser of the day. All right. So normally your right hand would be in left. This time left is going to be in right. And we're going to step out with the left. Okay, Bassai Dai, opposite direction. Itch. Nissan, Uchuki, Uchuki. Sotoke, Uchuki. Scoop to your left. 1, 2, 3. Bring the right on top. Extend. Punch. Underhand. Punch. Uchuke. Switch it up. Left leg forward. Shuto. Itch. Nissan, front, back. San, reach. Kick. Ape. Shuto. Right leg forward to the back. Itch. Knee, come back. Left leg forward again. Itch and knee. Okay. San, step across. Sorry. Here. Now, strike groin. Come across up here. Then down. Height. And then a step. Extend. Tate shuto. Itch, knee. San, shigo. Rook. Itch. Itch. Knee. San, one more. Shi. Left hand goes up. Right leg back. 1, 2. Switch it up. 3, 4. Shuffle in. 5. Or sorry. Yeah. 5. And then 6. Height. Right leg forward. And switch it up. Yame. And bow. Eek. Now I need to do that one more often myself. All right. Good job for that. All right. So if you've got some carpet, do it on the carpet. If you've got a yoga mat, let's do that. Or some other mat if you want. Let's go do some a little bit longer stretching, okay? We got about 10 minutes left. Okay, so let's start with your right or your left leg forward and put your back foot on the floor. Now let's press this hip forward and bend the left knee very far forward. Bend it forward, and just let it set and settle into that. So go ahead and keeping your knee on the mat as you press forward. We're really getting a really long stretch in that hip flexor. And you can use your hands to kind of press your front knee forward a little bit even more if you can. Okay, keeping your posture tall though with your upper body. Okay, release it. Okay, let's go back again. One more. Try and just let it relax into it. And back up again. All right, let's change legs. Okay, come up on the ball of the foot in the back. Drop the knee to the carpet or whatever you're sitting on and press forward with your front knee. And really come back up. And one more. If you found that was kind of easy, maybe move your front foot forward a little bit more. Press forward. Or if you found it to be kind of hard on your knee because you're compressing your knee too much, move the front foot forward a little bit more so you can still get the long stretch in the back, but not so much compression in the knee. And back. All right, good. Let's sit on our bottoms here. Okay, bring the feet in the center. Okay, and then from here, we're going to push the knees. We're going to grab the ankles and push the knees down with our elbows. Okay, or you can grab the foot, put your thumbs in your or your arches and push down too. And then kind of rock it side to side with your elbows. All right, so let's take the left leg and put it in front of the right leg, kind of crossing your legs, but not having them on top of each other. Grab the front of your shin and pull down. Okay, keeping your head up. Just hold when you get to the end, to the hardest part. Breathe. All right, bring it up. Let's do that one again. Okay, back down. And up. All right, let's switch. Put your right leg in front, left leg behind. Okay, again, grabbing your shin and pulling downward. And back up again. And pulling downward. All right, good. All right, on your backs. Okay, facing sideways. All right, put your hands down by your hips. And I want you to keep your hands on the floor as you rotate all the way through and having your palms go up and then all the way above your head, still touching the floor, still touching the floor, and touch each other. And then switch it, go back down. And you get about halfway, go ahead and roll the palms over and down. 2. And back. So you're trying to keep your shoulders on the floor and your wrists and hands on the floor. 3. And back. 4. And back. One more. 5. All right, now have your left arm out on the floor to the side. And I want you to bend your knees. And I want you to roll over your knees to the right without letting your shoulders come up off the floor. Okay, bring it all the way back to the other side. All right, so let's actually take both arms, bring them across 90 degrees. Okay, so let's take this one over to the left now. They killed 2 birds with 1 stone here. Again, keeping the shoulder on the ground while you rotate the hip around. 2. 3. 4. And 4. 5. And 5. All right, back in. Last exercise for the hips. Take your left leg, put it on top of your right knee. Okay. And actually, before we do that, no, we can do that from here. All right, so now we're gonna crunch up, grab your back of your hamstring and pull your right knee backwards. Now, if you can get all the way out to your shin, that's even better. Grab your shin and pull your leg even further and just hold it. Put your head back and your shoulders back. You get a little bit more stretch too. All right, release it. We're gonna do that one again. All right, again, come in, grab your hamstring. Now grab your shin if you can, and then drop your shoulders and your head back. Try and relax your hip. Oh, I can feel this is how they replaced my hip by dislocating it right there. And back down. All right, let's switch legs. Okay, put the right on top. Okay, crunch it up, pull back on the hamstring. Now get the shin just below the knee and pull back and pull the shoulders back and the head back. All right, release it. All right, one last time. Grab the shin. Throw the shoulders and the head back a little bit. Try and relax that hip. Let it stretch. Don't forget to breathe. And release it. All right, back on your back. Now let's roll it over. Come up on all fours. Okay. Bring one leg up, other leg up. And that should be about it. Okay, if you're feeling a little lightheaded, grab a wall or go sit down again. I don't want you to fall down. All right, good class today. Hope you enjoyed it. I got a good workout, and I really liked the stretch at the end. That was kind of nice. So we have one more Saturday left of this next session next week, and then we have 2 more Tuesdays left of this session. Okay, after that we'll adjust to Tuesdays only, and I'll send out some information. We'll probably start. I think I sent you a note on what day we're going to start, but it's like after the second week of June. Okay. All right, great, folks. We'll see you soon, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and happy Memorial Day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.